Good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos. Today we are restoring my grandfather's old radio. If you're wondering, it is a old Sansui QR 4500. Uh, it's a awesome little piece of kit, and it is my favorite toy to play with these days. Honestly, it I have a Pioneer from the early 2000s, one of the old school black ones, and honestly, I prefer the Sansui sound so much. It is honestly one of the best radios I've ever used. That being said, it sat alone waiting patiently to be used for the better part of my life. So today I have some footage of me taking an old sander and some 40 and 120 and sanding her up real good and giving her a fresh coat of finish because, well, she deserves it after all. It is simply a work of craftsmanship that you don't see in the new radios these days, the old radio receivers. You might be wondering why would I be using this as my studio equipment? Well, you see, this has tape inputs, old school 5 pin, and it is by and far the best audio interface I could possibly have. I will buy a new like Scarletto one. I think that's what the brand is eventually. But as of right now, once I upgrade my microphone to something that isn't a USB mic, I'm looking at a $70 fine microphone. Uh, if you know what I'm talking about, it's their higher end model. And honestly, um, I would love to use my radio receiver, and even before then, I might end up buying cables to convert from USB C to the 5 pin, simply so I can have that perfect adjustability and that old school radio tone. I have been told I have a radio voice, and that's freaking awesome, man. I do hope you guys enjoy my little voiceovers. Here is me wiping it down with some paint thinner or isopropyl alcohol. Here is my Minwax walnut or mahogany stain. I don't remember which. Just got a little paper towel, just wiping it on. Look at that beautiful finish, boys. Here, I was dumb and I didn't stain it. Not stain it, but I didn't freaking uh, stir up the stain. So I might be gonna I might redo this in the coming weeks. Yeah, no, it's nothing much to it really. It's just apply stain, flip to a different side, apply more stain. Yes, the veneer of the plywood that it was made out of didn't exactly hold up to the water damage, but it still looks good at the end of the day. Plus, with it on my desk where it is, you can only see the top and a small portion of the side, so you can't tell that it was ever damaged. Here was me trying to fill in all of the little divots for the air vent, and I decided that was too much work, so I didn't do it. So now, those are still the old color. Here's me trying to deliberately stain everything darker and just wiping it off by accident and just giving up. There's me going to grab stuff to close up my can. There's a cut, and there is me grabbing the Minwax clear shellac. There we go. So as you can see, that makes the grain pop even better. It is a simply beautiful finish. Minwax. We've been using it in my family for woodworking projects for better part of 40 years, and I can't recommend it enough. It is definitely worth the money. I know like Rubio Monaco would be probably better, but in terms of affordable finish, you can't beat Mima. You You can't beat Minwax. And here we just have a little cinematic, adjusting my tripod, looking at the concrete, because we need concrete in our lives. But yeah, no, there's the finished product. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I'll see ya.